by names. I'm called Abiko Cucuta. Okay. Last time about my dreams, if I can roughly go back, my dream was about fashion art and design. So far, I think I have achieved something, though people blame the pandemic. Yes, it is true. It disorganized us a bit, but it also gave me some time to achieve that dream somehow, at least 1% out of 3. So at least the due course, I made some crafts, I made some designs, I came up with some new ideas. My dream was out of fashion art and design. You know, there are so many things. Modeling comes there, art, graphics, and so on. Anything related to art is there, even tailoring, anything. So out of it, I managed to do some graphics. I made it. I have the outputs there. When it comes to that modeling things, that one, as I said, the pandemic really has disorganized it. I couldn't have funds, I couldn't have supporters or like other things, because that one means a lot. That one, there are some procedures you have to follow to reach there. All these things were shut down, even the ideas actually were all put at pause for meantime to avoid the overspread of this. Affirmative art has given me time, plus this pandemic. People are complaining it is bad. For me it is good. It gave me time to do a lot of things at that time, because if it was not for that, I would be also doing other personal things apart from that. But since we are told to sit home, eat and sleep, at least I got that time to practice, to exercise 1 or 2 things. I have used art at least to make my sitting room comfortable for me. I have used art, to bless other people, because we are making some sandals out of these crafts and art, some pieces like that. There are some needy, special cases who cannot they cannot buy these things. But when we made some few or 3, we went to advertise and market it, but we blessed them with them for free. And after some time, we have seen this thing is selling everywhere. People are also now making these sandals. They are now selling them. Others are taking them abroad. I saw some Congolese, they have ordered. They also ordered from us that we should make for them. They want to take it to Congo or what. All this thing was because of affirmative art. That is 1. 2, it was a blessing for Honorable Corona. It gave us that time to do those things. All in all, I actually achieved less than I expected, but still that less, I am proud of it. I can gladly say it actually made my pandemic year 2020. But this time round, in my new habits, I have my focus now. Currently, I am now focusing, 1 is to work harder than the previous time. That is 1. 2, I'm looking forward in getting new funds, like not materialistic ones or what, but lovers of art. You know, when someone puts in interest, when they put in interest, they see, they love your work, definitely they will draw closer to you. They will want to know, how do you do it? What is behind it? And why have you found yourself in it? That is one thing. My reason of doing that, and I focus more in doing this and relating to girl child. We have so many issues, early pregnancy, what all these things happen during this time because people have not found what to do. There are no schools, schools are closed, people are idle. So when you put yourself in that place, you're doing something, someone who was idle, doing a lot of nothing, thinking of how to do this and that, will come and join you. They will start finding time in what you're doing. They will start loving it. Definitely, they will also start taking it personal, that they also want to do their own. And now this art, once you market it, it brings in money. And most youth, their aim is money. Now they will start seeing this as employment. Since nowadays employment for us is very hard. When people make for me 4 or 5 orders, that is a living for 2 days. Now that is what I am seeing. I'm seeing up to finding more fans, lovers for this. That is now my new habit, like what I want to do next. Secondly, I want to put in more effort, like more than before. The more effort you put, the more fans you have, the greater the work. And the more lovers. There are some things I want to eliminate this time round. One of them is I want to have little, in fact, almost no time for unconstructive things. Seated, jazzing. Yes, I will have that time, but commercial break. Because you cannot work constant. You need to give your time, your head also time to rest. I can have that one, but now, not usually. You just sit and you bang stories. You go and you watch, you start following the series from morning up to evening. I want to eliminate those ones now. So I want to eliminate just that spending anyhow. You spend on getting videos, movies, or downloading movies in internet, or paying those MBs and so on. The moment you pay them, you always be on phone. You will not have time for work. Those are the things now I want to eliminate, so that I have my time. You work. I'm working like peacefully, not knowing that my data is going to expire before I use it. No. This time round, I want to eliminate those things. I think when I do that, it will give me more time. I can now focus and concentrate, at least, and those people whom my fans that I wanted them to see up to, they will also get the time, because they see up to you. When they see you relaxed, they will also say, there's nothing good out of this. And when they see you serious with it, they will want to know the history behind us, why you're very serious with this. They'll also start picking interest. That is the main reason why I now want to eliminate some things and add on gas on other parts. I think that's the plan I have for the new habit. And then when it comes to the action steps, I'm trying to see myself in 6 months' time. In a period of 6 months' time from now, I'm trying to see myself, I think, making a name for art family. I'm trying to see myself like loving it, like doing it, taking it passion, like now I take it as now like my business, like I mind it as a business now. I see it more of what maybe if I was to go for office every day, or I go for some other work or business, those things now, I now have to shift it to this my dream, because I believe it can work. With the few I tried, and those who always come visiting me, whenever they enter my sitting room and they see my art, everyone say, I'm picking this one, I'm going back with it. If you know, if not, you make for me also. But I make them, I don't charge them. But if I was to now use that as a business, I think I would have got some capital for making others. That means it has given me that motivation that people are loving my art, people are loving my work. But I was just taking it for fun, I was giving it a trial, but now people are taking it as a reality. They're taking it like this is real. You know, for us as young people, we have only a few things. Adventure, only nice things, They are dressing, designing, what? Those are the things. And art is the mother of it all. So this time round, those are the few things I want to put across. They are few, but they are really very important. Now I want to make art to sell, like someone to look at this art and then they think about something else. They don't only see it art. They have to see the art and then they see, like, this is an art, but someone will just see this. Is this an eye? Is this a watermelon? You know, I give them a brain work. So as they are having their brain work, they are taking time. At the same time, their eyes are moving around. They are loving what you're doing. Tomorrow they are coming back with an idea. Can you make for me something like this and that? You're already selling art. That is one of the things now I want to put forward and look up to. I want to make an outlet for all art lovers. Like, I want them to feel art, because I'm all about art. So those are the things I want to put forward at the due course of 6 months from now. Even if I manage to get only 3 people, that is a great achievement. To change a mind of one human being in loving something, it's a great achievement. It is a great achievement, because that one person is going to inspire another person. And once something is loved and is inspired in someone, it gets hard to pull that thing out of that person. Just like education, once you're educated, even if your papers are burnt, your documents are burnt, but once it's already in your brain, that one which you have got it will never be burnt. That is the same thing now I want to put out. Once you have a love for something, it is automatically done. You don't need now anyone to convince. You don't need much, because you already know you have it all. Now that is the next step I have hoped and I'm planning to do at the due course of 6 months, and I believe it will happen. I talked about the love. I'm talking about comfort this time round. Once you're comfortable with what you are doing, automatically the love comes. Once you have love for it, automatically the comfort is there. And once you have the love and the comfort, you have made it. automatically. Work becomes hard when you're doing work out of pressure, when you're doing it because you have to do it, it has to be done, because you are monitored, because you're paid, you're doing it because at the end of the day you need to be paid. But when you're doing something out of love, when you're comfortable with what you are doing, you'll always make it, and you'll make it more than expected. So why would I have to supervise, or why would I give someone the privilege to supervise me in doing something out of pressure, or when actually I can find love in this thing and comfort? And at the end of the day, it is going to maybe bless one or two. There are people who can just see art and they see a lot of things, because art carries so many meanings. Art can be emotional, art can be spiritual, art has a lot of elements in it. Someone might be there weakly hearted and comes and sees this heart and feels blessed, will forget his problems for 3 seconds and say, I'm even better because there are people who are doing worse than I do. Just a mere look of a certain picture or a certain story or something like that. Because art looks simple, but every art carries a meaning behind it. Every art, because there is no art which just comes like that without a meaning. Every art carries a meaning behind it. And that meaning can bless someone, can relieve someone, can inspire someone, can motivate someone. I think making it personal, changing a negative mind, those should be one of my key points. But above it all, make a research of what type, what age of people are going through a lot that you will need to help through art. That is also one of my things that I have forward. At the due course of 6 months, it shall come to pass.